Welcome to the Bird Gang Nation Sports Media Show, repping the greatest team of all time. Let's go! BIRDGANG31, he be the host with the most. We going deep, burning teams. They ain't nothing but toast. It's in your rest there. Sirianni put me in coach, running like Miles Sanders till I bumped my head on the post. Touchdown! Yeah, that's coming. Devontae's crazy route running. Jalen hurting them, throwing lasers to Rager, young gunning. Come on! On the D side, we ride, sack him with Fletcher, lay him out on the stretcher. No one can protect you. Watch Darius lay him, shutting down your routes. Come on! In my green John, eating Philly cheesesteaks. Put up your cups, wings up, if you can relate. Tailgating at the link like Gangsta Stride. To the Bird Gang Nation, that's worldwide. On Sundays, catch the pre and post game. Mondays is Birds on Broad Street with Philly Notion and Cool Cat, the man in motion. And Wednesdays, the midweek special got you open with JC from Eagles Talk, hitting like B-Dog, baby.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Hey, this is your boy JC from JC Eagles Talk, and I brought some help in. Of course, you know what this is. This is the Sunday pre-game special to break down the upcoming matchup with the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles. What's going on, my guys?
Man, good. How you doing today?
Good. Yo, D, what's up?
Man.
You ready?
You know, I'm always good, man. You know, I was humbled these past 2 weeks, but I'm ready to go, man. I'm ready to go.
Yes, sir. Hey. Shout out to everybody that's in the chat right now. Hey, we have let me see who we have here. We have Chris, Christopher, Anthony, Jenks. What's going on? Michael, Doug. Hey, shout out to all y'all, and we will try to get to everybody's question, you know, as we go through this pregame show. So the first thing first is the injury report. Let's talk about the injury report. The only person that we see that did not practice all week and that's not going to play for the game is our big left tackle, Jordan Mariota. But besides that, how y'all feel about this injury report just going into this game?
Man, Mariota's all right. You know, let him get healed. You know, Dillard had a good game last week, and hopefully he can do it again this week. You know, he's showing everybody that he can play left tackle in the NFL, so that's always a good thing.
Sir.
Jordan Mailata being out, I feel like that's a huge blow to our line, but I'm not too shaken. You know, Dillard stepped in. You know, he looked pretty good, and our offense didn't look like it took too much of a step back. You know, this week would still be another test, but I think we'll hold up pretty well.
Yes,
Who do you think going to play?
Huh?
Who do you think going to play left guard now? Do you think they're going to move Landon over and put Herbert in?
I think just like last week when we saw on this past Monday night, I think Herbert came in, right?
Yeah. So you think?
Yeah. So I think the left side. Yeah, because I think they talk about it this past week in the news conference, and it was like it's going to be too much, you know, trying to get them up to speed at left guard. So just keep everything the way it is. Just plug in the holes with Herbert at left guard. We got Dillard
didn't move over last game. I thought he would move over.
Chelsea, Dickerson, and Johnson.
Okay.
So that's our line. So, hey, let's get into it, man. Hey, look, it seemed like that this week went by so fast. We cannot wait to get over this slaughter that happened to us on Monday night. We've been talking about it all week to death. Every Eagles content creator had a bad taste in their mouth. And my Tuesday morning at work was hell because everybody win or lose, they hate on the Eagles regardless.
Yes.
Imagine when we got mollywop in front of the whole nation on Monday night. Everybody could not wait till I walked in the office on Tuesday morning, and trust me. So now, hey, we are ready to move on. And guess who's coming to town? We got this guy coming to town that's called Big Red. You know what I mean? Like, you feel me? Big Red. Andy Reid is coming to town. So how do y'all feel about Andy Reid coming to town, facing his former team? He coached for 14 years, have 140-something wins, and guess what? He's coming to town to possibly make history as the only head coach in NFL history to have 100+ wins with 2 franchises. How do y'all feel about Big Red coming to town and busting us in the head if it's going to happen?
Not today. Not today, my guy. I told all the Chiefs fans this week, we'll all celebrate with you guys next week because, you know, I love Big Red. You know, he did great things for the Eagles. He's one of my favorite coaches of all time, but not today. He's been beating us every single game we played the Chiefs since he left, you know, and went over to the Arrowhead. So I said, I do not want him beating us in our house, you know what I'm saying, today, you know, for that record. But like I said, next week, I'll be more than happy to call up all the Chiefs fans and we can all get together and celebrate together as Andy Reid get that 100th win.
Yes, sir.
Man, sure. Andy Reid coming back, you know, at a beautiful time. LaShawn McCoy being retired and everything. But, you know, it would be even crazier if he did get that 100 win, because I know they out for blood coming this weekend. You know, Andy Reid gonna have them prepared. So, you know, as a Eagles fan, I gotta respect Andy Reid. I love Andy Reid, and like BIRDGANG said, we're gonna celebrate with him next week. Hopefully. But you know they coming prepared though, for sure.
Wait, is Lane Johnson out?
What?
Is Lane Johnson out? Hey, somebody look at that for me, because I didn't see that pop up anywhere. Maybe because the NFL released their injury report around 11-ish. So, I mean,
That's
I
how
didn't
we
know
need
that.
to check
So,
out.
hey, can somebody tell me if Lane Johnson is really out? But,
Man,
hey, shout out
I
to
think
Polly.
dude just said Lane Johnson is out. I don't think that's no fluke, bro. And
Man,
our
hope
record,
not.
our record with Lane Johnson not in the game is pretty bad. So, you know, we not above
is he out,
500.
though? I mean, I
He
do want
says yes, he's out.
He's out?
What?
All right.
I believe the fans, man. I believe the fans.
If he's out, now that's a whole nother. That brings a whole new.
So that means, hey, we only got one starter on the starting offensive line. Is that like only Kelsey?
Jack Driscoll's back, baby.
Yeah, I believe so.
One starter on the offensive line going into this brutal matchup against the Kansas City Chiefs. We got one starter on the offensive line. It's Kelsey.
Oh,
it's gonna be hard to evaluate, man. It's gonna be hard to evaluate. You know, this is a game that a lot of people already marked on their calendars as an L. So, you know, it's gonna be us trying really evaluating the players. And for us to not have an offensive line, the big thing we got all at the end of the day, whether we win or lose, we're gonna be looking at Jalen Hurts. And so with the line being depleted the way it is,
we'll get into Jalen Hurts. Yeah, definitely. I mean, this was a shocking to me right now.
Yeah.
But hey, let's talk about another former Eagle. You know, hey, congrats to Shady McCoy. You know, his little press conference was very little emotional and stuff like that. And he did get pushed out of, you know, the Philadelphia Eagle organization. I'm glad that he signed a one-day contract with the Philadelphia Eagles to retire as an Eagle. And today he's supposed to get celebrated maybe at halftime. And we're going to see what the score is, how the Eagle fans are going to react. It depends. But how do y'all feel about the whole McCoy coming back to Philly, signing a one-day deal to retire as an Eagle?
Man, I don't think he should have ever left, man. I hate Chip Kelly for destroying all my favorite Eagles and sending them all out of the door. You know, him, D-Jax, what's his name, Macklin, all those guys were my boys back then. And I hate the fact that, you know, he's gone. But, hey, it's good that he's finally get to retire in a rifle spot. You know, we haven't let anybody wear that number 25 since he left. today. You know, that was respect to Shady. And I'm happy that he's going to retire as an Eagle because he's one of our greatest rushers. I think he still leads, has the record for most.
Yes. He's the all-time leading Philadelphia Eagle rusher. So he's still there. So
come back home, baby. Much love to you, Shady.
Yeah. Shady is one of the all-time greats. You know, that's the main reason why we retiring his number. Everybody know the snow game where he putting on the move. If it's one thing that Shady McCoy got all us Eagles fans used to, it's the fact that no one guy should be able to get you. You know what I mean? And that's what automatically qualified, you know, Miles Sanders, you know, as an explosive guy, because very rarely is one guy is finna get him in the opening. And LaShawn McCoy, you know, established it. I definitely believe he has the accolades to be a Hall of Famer, and so it's great that he got that 1 day contract to be able to retire with us. You know.
Yeah, facts. Look, I love the fact that he retired as Philadelphia Eagle. Matter of fact, I'm wearing his jersey, and it's an autograph signed one too, by the way.
Oh,
I know
wow.
it's a big deal. Yeah, I did get it signed by.
Wow.
Let me see. I think it's back there.
Oh my God, that's so.
He signed it because
that's so sexy right there.
Yeah, man. I know. This is precious to my heart. He signed it because, you know, he did go to the same church that I went to, and my sister babysitted his son, so that's how I got the autograph and stuff like that.
Wow.
So I mean, look, I love Shady, man, and I felt him. If he didn't get pushed out the door, he probably would have been like the number one, the Philadelphia Eagles rush that would not been beat because he was that elusive. Yo, that's my favorite moment of Shady is that snow game. Yeah. Nobody could stop. Everybody was slipping everywhere and tripping everywhere, but he was unstoppable. He had over 100-something yards plus rushing, a couple of touchdowns. I mean, he was electric.
Shady's smooth, man. I'm curious to see what he do after retirement. One thing that he did mention in this press conference is when he do speak, he plan on keeping it real. And I love, you know, ex-players when they in the media and just hearing how they feel about him, and hopefully we can get him on the show. You know what I'm saying? With him being so 100.
I've been trying to get his trainer and Shady, but for some odd reason, it's just a whole bunch of mess. I mean,
we gonna get there.
It is what it is. But hey, look, we're gonna try to get him on the show before the end of the year. How about that? So Laney is out due to personal matters. Okay, look, I'm not gonna say anything.
Are you sad that Andy might win the game? Like, what's that all about?
Oh my God!
Break the record on us.
All right. Hey, shout out to everybody that's in the chat. Hey, our links will be dropped, you know, to Deegifted, JC Eagle, and BIRDGANG31, and also we are live right now on the BIRDGANG network. So that all these links will be dropped soon. So just stay tuned. And look, today is going to be a tough game. I'm not going to lie, especially when we have one starter. We started this season with Mariota, Samalu, Kelsey, Brooks, and Lane Johnson. The only one we have is Kelsey. What in the world is going on in Philadelphia? I thought this injury bug was past us. It seemed like,
man,
we was happy for one quarter, the first game, and that was
game.
What the hell was going on?
I was turned. I was Nick Sirianni got us prepared, but it's the healthiest we've been all season. I was turned up, and then, I have no idea what is going on. That's why I'm watching this game fully, just not even knowing what to expect. I'm confident. I want them to of course, you know, go out there and fight hard, and that's all I want to see. You know, I'm just at this point, I feel like I'm just evaluating the players, but it's hard to evaluate with so many injuries. You know, just like you said, this is supposed to be, you know, a season where we schemed up a healthy regime, you know, a healthy, you know, schedule for our players, and it's not working out. So now we have to go back to the drawing board because we didn't sacrifice so much. We're not even practicing for a full practice. We practicing for 70-90 minutes because we thought we was gonna be healthy. It's week 4 and we ain't got a starting offensive line.
You know what, guys? I'm not even worried about it, man. I said if any year, this is the year we can do it. All Nick has to do is run the ball. You know what I'm saying? That's how you keep those young linemen, from being, liabilities on your team. Run that rock. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure Booby's been waiting to spin, all season long. Waiting to spin. Last week he didn't spin. The week before he didn't spin. Let Booby spin today. And we'll keep Kansas City offense off that field. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how you lose. Their defense isn't that good. They're 31st and 32nd in the league for passing and rushing. So with those two stats, you know what I'm saying, we can do something on offense. Like I said, you're going to have to, do some RPOs, run the ball, give Jalen some short, easy passes to complete. And, then maybe after we wear that defense down a little bit, go deep to, Quez and Devontae and them guys later. Like, this is still a winnable game. Having Jack Driscoll back, you know what I'm saying, that's a big plus. Because Jack played good last year when he was healthy. You know what I'm saying? He played some good football, and him and Nate Herbert kind of know each other pretty well there too as well. So, I'm not 100%, worried about it. At least we know it's a personal matter, and Lane will be back next week. It's not something we got to sit there and worry about Lane being out the rest of the season. I thought it was going to be a close fight game. I was like, we'll get to the score prediction stuff later. But, I still think we have a possibility to win if the coaching scheme is right.
Oh,
look,
yeah.
Look, I'm going to tell you this. I want my money back. I bought all the Sirianni. Right now, I want a refund as of today. God damn, man. All this BS throughout the whole all-season, nutrition, and 90 minutes. It's the same old Philadelphia Eagles. Like, I don't know if it's age or we just curse. If we that one year the Pope was brought into Philly to pray over the Philadelphia Eagles. Like, y'all remember that one year? I need the Pope to come back because goddamn, like, it's so much crap going on in Philly from not running the ball this past Monday night. Nick Sirianni is coaching scared. Like, Jalen Hurts all of a sudden can't throw the damn ball. Like, Miles Sanders can't run the ball. Lane Johnson, like, our whole offensive line is gone. If Fletcher Cox and defense is on the field for 47 out of 48 minutes, I don't know what's going on in Philadelphia, but all I know is this. I was so hyped to start the season. I'm not giving up on our Eagles at all. But I need all the talking to stop. I need to start seeing something on the field. I was so pumped and all this 70-minute practice and all this, hey, take the rest of the day off and rest these old veterans we got. Nothing is working. Nothing is working. I'm just sitting back waiting. Like, any day now. Any day now. It's only 17 games. Like, only 16 games. It's only 15 games. Right now, we down to 14 games left? Come on. When am I going to see something? As of right now, I'm a stockholder in the Philadelphia Eagles, and right now I'm about to almost pull out of my stocks. Yo, I'm about to pull my stocks out before we go, and before I don't have nothing to pull out no more. So
this is the time you buy in, JC, even more.
When
you put the money in. So when it do blow up, you win that much more.
Exactly.
I'm not getting off this boat right now. The birds will fly. I'm telling you, this year we will fly. It might not be today, but we will fly this year.
Right. Hey, look. You know what? Look, this is what I'm going to do, right? Look, I'm going to sell half my stocks, wait till it get very low, and buy. You know what I mean? Try to buy more. You know what I mean? Buy low, sell high.
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about.
You gotta keep your faith, man.
Hey, BIRDGANG31 brought up a good point, though. He say, as long as we scheme up our guys, we seen the example week 1 of Nick Sirianni being able to scheme up these guys. And one thing we all know, who've been watching the Kansas City Chiefs, we can run the ball. I think we all can agree that Miles Sanders definitely will have more catches than he had the previous game. And with that being said, I actually, even though we have so many deficiencies on our offensive line, with us being able to run the ball, I actually still feel like we will be able to stay up with the Kansas City Chiefs. I do feel like we will be scheming up a better play call, and we at home. But I think it's going to come down to our defense, man. Can our defense?
You know what? Hey, that's perfect topic to go into. Our defense. McLeod is back. Talk to me, Deegifted. I know you was going down that road, so go ahead. Hey, talk to me about our defense being a lot better with McLeod being back at safety with Anthony Harris. So how good could our defense be today in order to pull out this win if we are going. If you think we're going to win, so talk to us about our defense.
Our defense, you know, every time we had these pregame shows, one thing that's been consistent that we all talk about is our linebackers. And our linebackers got exposed last week. And I don't know how good our defense can even be if we can't even stop the run. So that's problem number one. But with McLeod being back there, I feel like some veteran stability on the field definitely helps us. And with him being on the field, maybe that's with him being a veteran, that's actually another coach that's actually on the field. So with him being on the field, hopefully he's able to see what exactly is going on up on that line, up on the linebackers, so we can stop the run. And hopefully by halftime, even if they do come out punching, and by halftime, we able to make the necessary adjustments with McLeod being on the field, and we should be able to, you know, capitalize off everything. But it's gonna be hard because we still gotta worry about behind us. You know, we got the cheetah coming in time.
Your bird gang, go.
I think it's a big help for our defense. You know, we're worried about, you know, Kayvon and Epps, you know, playing for McLeod. You know what I'm saying? These guys were just worried about playing. You know what I'm saying? They weren't really coaching back there. They were looking for coaching on the field from the other players. You know what I'm saying? Like having McLeod back there, a savvy veteran that's been itching to play, man. You know, he wanted to play week 1, and he's been sitting now. It's week 4 now, and he is ready to go. You know, you see the video of him at practice, running around, cutting around, doing whatever it takes for him to do, you know, to get on this field this week. I think having that veteran leadership, like I said, we'll be able to lock down. I think our defense, we haven't even really been, but besides, if you take out the Dallas game, we've been playing pretty good. And even if you look at the Dallas game, we didn't play bad in the first half. We just were getting, you know, we're getting handled. And he's definitely going to help with tackles. He's definitely going to help get these guys in the right position. And I think it's going to be a big plus for us coming into this game, man. Having a guy like McLeod, he can make that hit. He can make that pick. You know, he can tell someone, hey, you're in the wrong position. Scoot over and move out. You know, he was starting to become the Malcolm Jenkins of the defense when Malcolm left. So, you know, let him be back there. Him and Rodney, not Rodney, but Anthony Harris back there at safeties. It's going to help us out a lot, you know, especially with the cheetah. You know what I'm saying? We're going to have to bracket cover at him. And I think that's going to work out because everybody's been doing that and been keeping them pretty low there.
Look, I agree, man. Hey, having McLeod back is like having Malcolm Jenkins back to me. I mean, that's how big of a boost that this defense should get. You know, having that presence, especially Anthony Harris and McLeod going against this defense. I got my money on our defense. You know what I mean? So I'm not really worrying about our defense because I know up front, so far, thank God, I'm not going to say our defense is healthy. Let's just put it that way. Our defense is pretty healthy. Offensive line, okay, a little banged up, but I feel like defense wins championship. So I don't want to say. So that's why Deegifted. Look, I'm not going to say. So hey, we are good on the defensive side, and thank God. If we wasn't good on the defensive side, this game today would probably be a blowout.
Yeah,
we are going to give our score prediction later on, but having McLeod back is definitely a big boost. And I feel like that, hey, this defense is going to, at home too. It's not at Kansas City. It's at the Link. So I feel like this defense played better at home. And they are going to show up and show out. I see about 4 or 5 sacks today. Yes, we have not been getting a lot of sacks, but I feel like with all this chirping throughout the week, with our defense being on the field for so long, that I feel I'm hoping if JG is like the fans and we're talking to him and he's listening, he needs to blitz more. Mahomes, he's not the fastest guy out there, but he could run. And he's very, he has some mobility to him, you know what I mean? Escape the pocket a little bit. So our defense really, really need to step up today. So look, let's transition to this. I was watching the Thursday night game and God damn, every run I was getting pissed and pissed. It was a great game, by the way. To be down 14-0 and not panic. A young team as the Cincinnati Bengals. The coach is young, the quarterback is young, that team is young. And to see them down 14-0, I was having PTSD from goddamn Monday night. I was like, Nick, Yo, that could have been Sanders. That could have been Sanders. Regardless if it's working or not, keep running the ball.
Yeah.
That opens up the pocket for who? That
Got to.
Uzuma, and whatever the hell the town. Yo, the only thing I kept on saying was Goddard. That's Goddard. That's Goddard.
No.
Because the more you run, the more it keeps the defense honest, regardless if you have success or not, and your tight ends are open. I was getting mad. I was tweeting it out. I feel like slapping Nick Sirianni with every run and that offense was doing. So how did y'all feel about that team being down 14-0 and still stuck to the run and came out with a W?
Yeah, man. We need to run the ball, period. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, you take away two things. You take away the penalties and you start running the ball. And we have a possibility to be sitting here 3-0, 2-1 right now instead of 1-2. You know what I'm saying? Those are huge things. Like you said, the run sets up everything else. You know what I'm saying? You start running that ball. We got one of the best running backs in the league. We got a quarterback that can run the ball. We got a rookie that can run the ball. Run that rock. You know what I'm saying? That would help. I was speaking on it all week. Like, that's one of the reasons why our offensive linemen keep getting hurt too. You know what I'm saying? If they're backpedaling. These are 300-some pound men, grown men backpedaling 60 times a game.
That's a good point.
You don't think that's
a good point.
With all these other big guys hitting them, coming after them, let them be the aggressors. That's what the running does. It let the offensive line oppose their will. They're big guys. They want to go hit somebody. They don't want to just keep catching people.
Excellent.
That's what hurts those guys' legs. And that's why the last 2 years, we've been having so many offensive line injuries. You know what I'm saying? All you doing is backpedaling. I don't want to see a big 360-pound man backpedaling all the time. If he wanted to backpedal, he'd pay DB.
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel like you just enlightened me, bro. Like, you just blew my mind with that one.
Like, that's what you gotta do.
on.
You gotta run the ball, especially with these young guys. Now that we have these injuries, you gotta let these young guys do what they do best. And that's just gonna be run blocking. You let them go hit somebody. Let them go hit somebody to double teaming them people. Do stuff like that. Like, if we run this ball today, and I think today, if anybody need to put a fantasy player in, go put in Booby Miles, because he's about to spin, baby. Let's get this boy.
I had him in for the past.
My God. 20 carries a game today, and let him win this game. We don't always got to be the quarterback winning the game. Let Booby win the game, because that's the best chance we got. We sit back here and we pass the ball 60 times a game, or 30, 40, 50 times a game again, like we've been doing. Man, I'm telling you, it's going to be a long day. And like you said, that score's going to get ran up a lot. It's not giving the defense any time to breathe. As soon as they get off the field, oh, here they go again, back in, 3 and out. Oh, here we go again, back in, 3 and out. You know what I'm saying? At least if you run the ball 3 yards in the cloud of dust, if it takes you all quarter to get down the field, who cares? Because A, you're keeping Patty Mahomes off the field, and B, you're giving your defense some rest. So you just gotta stick with it, Nick. That was a rookie mistake that you made last week, and it's time for you to stop making these rookie mistakes. Just like we don't want the players making these mistakes anymore, you gotta stop making mistakes as coaches and just run the ball. It's that simple. Your plays is not that your plays are not working. Yeah, it's just you did nothing to set up your plays to work. If you start running the ball and people actually have to fear, the run game, then guess what? Your plays are going to be wide open, and you're going to look like the genius that you think you are. So help yourself out, help this young offensive line out, and help Booby spin and run the ball today.
Yeah, bro, you hit right on the nose talking about Coach Nick Sirianni. I just want to say this: he has to show some type of improvement. It's hard for us as fans to even evaluate if the coach not even putting the team in position. You know what I mean? It's not. It's confusing us. We don't know what's what, man. Like, come on, Nick. Like I said, I'm on his head because just like JC said, they had us buy into this. Nick Sirianni supposed to be this elevating coach. He supposed to be putting these guys in position. He said he supposed to be putting these guys in position. This guy's talking about, he doesn't have a scheme. It's based off the players. This is what he's telling us. He says all the right things. Just like I mentioned in my video, he needs to close his damn mouth and just win the game. He say all the right things. But he don't execute it on the field. We got to see that change.
Look, man, look. I'm telling you this right now. If I'm watching the game, I'm either Jeffrey Lurie or Howie Roseman, if I don't see Miles Sanders run the ball, I'm going to come and tap Nick on the shoulder and grab his headset and give it to the OC because I'm done. If you watch Thursday night game, all right, an inexperienced team, a young team, the best game plan is to run the ball. Like, regardless, like, don't give up on the ball. Like, hey, don't give up on your game so fast.
Yo, you talking about an organization that was just coming at Doug Peterson about running the ball when they beat Green Bay. The owners that you talking about, they want to pass the ball. They want to throw the ball. That's what they want.
They want to lose. They won't lose then.
Yo, I refuse to believe if Howie and Jeffrey was watching the game on Thursday night, come on now. They have to change. They have to change their ways, regardless. If you want this fan base to stay behind you the whole season and start winning these games, they have to change their tone. All right, period. I mean, look, it may not be the most sexiest thing or the most, high-flying offense, but guess what? The more you run the ball, it will become sexy. It will become high-flying. Your game plan will be, you can expand and your game plan more. So
look at the Super Bowl year. Man. We ran the ball. That's why we won the Super Bowl.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? I don't care how much you want to throw. We had a lot of explosive passing plays that year as well. It's just because they were running the ball, and that's what gets these receivers wide open. You know what I'm saying? Because people have to fear when you have dynamic backs. And we got two dynamic backs, man. Gainwell, not to be messing with, and Miles Sanders just need to touch the ball, man. He's the leading rusher in the NFL for yards per touch. You know what I'm saying? Yards per carry. Those are two big things. If he's leading the NFL, you just got to see, give him the ball. You can't escape a game plan after one run. Because really, look at, he only really had one. If you count those RPO, if he counts those runs, those RPO passes are not runs, Nick. I'm sorry.
No.
Like,
the organization needs to let the coaches coach, let the players play.
Yeah, man. We just got to run the ball. Like, I feel like it's like, I don't know why, Nick and these guys think it's so complicated. Like I said, it's not that these plays that he called wouldn't work if you established a run. If you establish a run, these plays will work perfectly, because people will actually be fearing you run the ball. Okay, so they got to give that respect. When you do a play action, but you don't run the ball, no linebackers going to come up because you're not running the ball. But if you're running the ball and you're starting to run the ball good, now those linebackers are going to creep up. You seen Dallas do it to our defense last week. You know what I'm saying? They kept pounding us and pounding us. And when they did a play action, our defensive linebackers were in that hole first, and then they back out. You know what I'm saying? That's that split second you need. This is the NFL. The windows are only open for so long. You know what I'm saying? So you need anything possible to get that window open for those couple of seconds so Jalen can hit the ball, hit that pass, And also, Nick, that was the dumbest thing I ever heard. Just lining up, hiking the ball, my guy. No. Okay, you gotta.
He said that
pre-motion. Yeah, he said he doesn't really want to. He goes, we need to work on our play.
Pre-motion.
He doesn't get any advantages or something like that from doing the motion. Every good offense,
what is it?
Motioning, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta send a guy across the field, left and right. You know what I'm saying? Even if you don't even have to change your play to send a guy in motion. You know what I'm saying? Start them out on
our offense then, BIRDGANG. Since you want to talk about that, hey, let's go into offense. What do you want to see from our offense today?
Yeah, pregame motion and run the ball. You know what I'm saying? Pound these guys in the mouth over and over and over and over and over again. And then I want you to help Jalen out, man. Do some pregame motion, pre-play motion so you can see, are they in man? Are they in zone? You know what I'm saying? Like, see if they give you a little something, to help Jalen make the decision earlier. You know what I'm saying? You can't have this young guy out there trying to make him some passing quarterback. For one, he is not a passing quarterback. He can pass, but he's a dual threat, meaning he can run and pass. So let the boy run. Let him get confident early in the game because he gets that energy off the runs he makes. You know what I'm saying? So let him get confident. Maybe a couple of screen plays, a little 5-yard slants here and there to get him in rhythm before you start getting this guy to launch the ball 20 and 30 yards downfield over and over again, man. You know what I'm saying? Set him up for success. You said you set your players up for success. Well, get Jalen hyped early before you try to make him gunsling. He's not going to ever be the quarterback that you want when you're thinking about passing the ball 40 times a game in a row without running the ball. That's just not him. It's not his playing style. He's never been his playing style, and I don't understand how you see it as being his playing style. So, use your brain, Nick.
Yo, D, hey, what you want to see today, man?
I want to see the offense look more dynamic with the running games. Just like what BIRDGANG said, like, yo, we got Jalen Hurts just snapping the ball and trying to throw the ball. It's only so many routes on the route tree, which means the cornerback knows what the wide receiver, he can add a little, step here, dip here and there, but it's only so many routes on certain, you know what I mean? Like the cornerbacks know how to use process of elimination. That's what it looked like on that pick 6 that happened against Dallas. The corner was just sitting on the ground. He already knew exactly what was coming, and it was just unfortunate that Devontae Smith slipped. But just, man, look, BIRDGANG31 mentioned all great points that should influence the coach to run the ball. You helping out our offensive line by helping them stay healthy. You can't keep having these guys continue to back up. Then 2, the plays that you call, they would work, but we don't have no run game. These guys, they are sick. There's no type of confusion. And then listen, not only is they making the game so easy for the defense. I need to see some more complexity, because if we just lining up, running up, passing the ball, they know what's coming. And if you add on top of that, no pre-snap motion, is that easy? It shouldn't be. This is the NFL. It shouldn't be. I need to see more. I need to see the offense be more complex. That's what I want to see.
Look, I want to see the run. I want to see a balance though, because I feel like that Nick is so confusing to me. If the fans are complaining about not throwing the ball, the next game he tried to throw the ball to death. If the fans are complaining about not running the ball, the next game he tried to come and run the ball to death. I want to see a balanced attack, because that's the only way you're gonna keep them off target. And just keep them thinking. Andy Reid is a very smart offensive coach, and guess what? Guess who his defensive coach is? A guy that we might want as our own head coach.
Banks.
Huh?
Spagnola?
No. Bieniemy is
his offensive coordinator. Yeah.
Yeah, so those 2 guys, they're gonna come, and they're gonna keep everything different and turn around. So
yes.
Look, we need to try to match them, but if we can't match them, there's another way to keep that offense off the field. It's by running the ball. Look, we could go on an 8-play or 10-play or 15-play drive, 8-9 minutes, and I'm okay with it.
Mm-hmm.
Slow is smooth, and smooth is fast. You know what I mean? So just have a flowing offense. This 3 and outs, we cannot afford a 3 and out. We cannot. So we need to run the ball with our 3-headed monsters, with Sanders, Gainwell, and Jalen Hurts. He's a weapon. His offensive weapon. So we need to keep the bounce attack going, and we need to attack, their middle. Convert truly. Hey, I appreciate this list right here. The chief inactive. Frank Clark is a big loss for them.
Yeah.
The 2 quarterbacks are inactive.
Corners are out.
Yeah. So look, the Philadelphia Eagles could win this game if they come out with a great balance of attack of game plan. That's it.
If you look at Andy Reid, like you said,
throw.
Remember what you said about Andy Reid? How you just mentioned it exactly. Andy had to take that step back too. Andy started passing the ball way too much when he was offensive coordinator. He realized that he was doing it too much. That's when he got an offensive coordinator. You know what I'm saying? That's when Bieniemy became part of it. And Bieniemy helped balance his offense out by running the ball a lot more. And guess what? Exactly. Andy won a Super Bowl after that. You know what I'm saying? It's just pride, It's a passing lead, but doesn't mean you have to, always go with the flow, change with the time. You know what I'm saying? there is a way. If you stay balanced, you can be a good football team. Belichick won all them Super Bowls. It wasn't just from Tom Brady stepping back and passing the ball 50 times. Hell, most of those games, Tom Brady only passed the ball like 25 times a game, 30 times a game, except maybe that year he had Moss. Andy Reid took a good lesson in his coaching career by changing it up his way, by getting the offensive coordinator, and by stop just passing the ball 60 times a game, and he won him a Super Bowl. And I just think that's just common knowledge, man. You can't pass the ball the whole game and win. There's not a team in the NFL right now. You name one that just sits back and pass the ball without running. Hell, the Rams don't even have a good running back no more, and they still run the ball. You know what I'm saying? Like, they still run the ball. And they still pass. Their passing numbers are still fine. If you look at all the high, the best passing attack in the NFL right now, those guys are still running the ball. That's what helps open up those passes. So, just stop trying to be listening to the fan stuff. If you're supposed to, you came from the Colts where you had a three-headed monster, you run the ball. Even Steichen or whatever his name is from San Diego, they run the ball in San Diego. So if you got a head coach and an offensive coordinator that know that you should run the ball, then run the ball.
Hey, just like JC said, like when Nick Sirianni lack one thing one week, the next week he come back and he overdo it. We saying run the ball, but we don't want him to overdo it. You know what I'm saying? We want this guy to incorporate it in his scheme, just like he did the first week. And we couldn't say nothing bad about his scheme. Everything was executed beautifully. He ran it enough. Jalen ran it. He actually used the tight ends. Like,
we thought we had the next Sean McVay on our hands. Like,
oh my God.
Minded, just like, oh my God, look at the quick screen. Look at this. Yo, we blew the Falcons out. Ever since then, I think that our whole offense was left at Atlanta.
Yeah, man. I don't know where it went.
They're still killing the South. Because, ever since then, all right, let's transition into the defense. What kind of defensive plan do y'all want to see today? Because if it's not a good one, this thing can be over at halftime. It's Andy Reid. He's going for his 100th win. He's trying to make history. He's been trying to make history the past 2 weeks. No brainer.
He said on TV he was waiting for it to come back home to do it. He made a joke about it on TV. I was like, oh, Big Red, not today, my God.
And deep down inside, I promise you, he might have been joking.
But
he's dead serious. This is where he got his start.
Oh my God, this is not good.
From the defense today, what do y'all want to see from defense?
Man, it's simple, man. If anything, everybody can kind of be a little bit happy about is that we don't stop some really good receiving tight ends and some really good receivers so far this year. You know what I'm saying? No matter what the score was in Dallas, you know what I'm saying? Mr. Lamb didn't go off. Did he get over 100 yards? No. Did Cooper go off? No. Did Pitts go off? Did Ridley go off? Did Debo go off? Did Kittles go off? None of these guys has been off. You know what I'm saying? None of them. So I'm not really that worried, but I do think we need to lock up Slay with Harmon. You know what I'm saying? Slay's a little bit taller, and I think if Nelson guards him, he's too short. He's just gonna be catching balls over his head all day long. Let Nelson and safety, cover the top, of Tyreek Hill, because that's what teams been doing to kind of keep him in check. You know what I'm saying? Let a guy play physical at the line of scrimmage, and then have a cover guy over Tyreek Hill. Let Slay do one-on-one with Harmon, because he's supposed to be big play Slay. You better be able to lock down Harmon for a game. You know what I'm saying? He's been doing good this year, so I don't think it should be any problem with that. Then we got, like you said, our front four got to come bring it today. They got to have their best game of the season. They also got some young offensive linemen on that line. And as you notice, we've been using and abusing them young offensive linemen. So they need to continue that process. Go in there, lay some wood on that Patty Mahomes. Once you hit Patty a couple of times, you don't get him worried for his life, man. You start seeing what happened. He started throwing turnovers. Like, this offense is very turnover prone. Patty threw like 3 interceptions or 2 interceptions last week. The running back's been fumbling. You know what I'm saying? Their offense is not in sync, and let's keep them that way for another week.
Man, I totally agree, 100%. If it's one thing that I feel like the defense, I need to see from the defense this game is I want to see a solution my defensive coordinator on what is he going to do to counteract when Hargrave and Fletcher Cox get double teamed. When they get double teamed, what's the solution? Because Andy Reid is a smart coach. Andy Reid is a coach that if he's going to get his 100th victory, he's going to do it the easiest way possible. And if all he got to do is double team Hargrave and Fletcher Cox and run the ball down our throat and not even give us the ball, he's going to do that. So from my defensive coordinator, I need to see a solution for if that does take place. Is the linebackers filling the gaps, or the linebackers getting sucked in? Because and we got a defensive end, Josh Sweat, just got paid. I need to see our ends creating havoc when these two guys get double teamed. These edges supposed to be collapsing. We all know we lost the leader at Brandon Graham, and these guys supposed to step up. I said before, Brandon Graham is one of the top players in this league, top 16 edge rushers year in and year out with 7 to 8 sacks a season, and just coming off a Pro Bowl season. So that loss is, if I want to see the defense make up for that loss, because so far that losing Brandon Graham is looking like a huge loss, because now people are double teaming our main two guys and we get nothing else, and we already know we ain't got no linebackers.
Look, man, it's simple to me, man. We cannot let Patrick Mahomes sit back there and dissect this defense. If Dak Prescott could do it, man, you could only imagine what Patrick Mahomes could do to this defense. So we need to. Hargrave is getting home. Cox is getting home. Our defensive end.
Yeah.
Golly. I didn't know how bad they were. They're horrible. They are like ridiculously bad. I thought that we was good with the whole Sweat thing. I need Sweat to be on the field the whole game.
They just need to play him.
That's what I'm saying. I need him to be on the field the whole game, from the sound of the kickoff to the final buzzer. I need him to be on that field. If he's not on that field, who else we got? The whole offseason was Sweat and Barnett. I need those two guys to be on the field the whole game. And then you can rotate Cox and Hargrave with Ridgeway, with Milton Williams, but the ends, where the hell is Kerrigan? The guy that almost had 100 and something sacks. Where is he at? We got him, to be our freaking that long.
Chris Long.
Yeah, Chris Long. We got him to be our Chris Long from the 2017-2018 season. Where is he at? Quiet. So hopefully this is a breakout game for him. So I need Kerrigan to step up. I need Barnett to stop jumping off sides. I need Fletcher Cox and Hargrave to continue doing what they are doing, to be the Pro Bowl players that they are right now, because Hargrave is number one.
He's balling
hard. Like, he is that. He's a beast. He's balling.
Looking like Aaron Donald.
So he's earning his money, period. Right, but I need our linebackers to not just sit back. I need them to I don't need them to react.
You think Brian Dawkins would allow something like that to be going on? Our linebackers to just be not eating? Attack.
Yeah, attack. I need them to attack. They are sitting back and waiting. Like, they're like this. Like, okay, all right, so what am I going to do now?
I need to see that.
I'd rather you attack and a guy pass you, and hopefully somebody that's behind you can make the tackle, and then you waiting for the guy to get 5-6 yards and about to run through you, because
attack. Look,
attack. Period.
Brian Dawkins smack a guy on the sideline and scream hallelujah after hitting him.
After church. He came from church and put the devil on him.
Stop playing. That was how that attack.
Knock him out.
I need to see that type of heart on the field.
And I think with McLeod back, though, that's going to bring another presence to our defense. They were doing good without, but that's another guy back there. He's not scared to hit nobody. You know what I'm saying? He's not scared to, put his face in there, and he's definitely going to be able to pump up these linebackers more. Because, you can't completely hate on them too much because, like you said, they are two of the top tacklers in the NFL, but we need those tackles to mean something more than just you making a tackle. We want you to go in there and engage in the tackles, not just catch the tackles, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not wait till they get to that second level before you go tackle. I want to see your nose in the hole, and hitting these guys early and making these tackles behind the line of scrimmage.
Facts. Hey, look, and let's talk about, we're about to get into our little prediction real quick, but give me a breakout player on both ends. On defense, just one, on defense and on offense. Who needs to break out in order for us to win this game today?
You want me to go first?
Yeah.
I'll go first. Okay.
Yeah.
To win the game today on offense, you already know who I'm going with. Miles Sanders needs to rock. Let Booby spin and we can win, guys. I promise you. Let the running game take over today. Like we should have took over last week. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the time again. You can make up all your errors from last week with this week and give Booby and Jalen Hurts and, my young guy Gainwell. Let all these guys get in there and run that rock today, man. That's the best way to win. Let's clean up these penalties. But I got Miles Sanders for the offense. On defense is, like we said, too, let Sweat play. Let him get out there and break a sweat for God. It's like the boy sitting there chilling, like he on vacation on the sideline. We gave him all this goddamn money. You know what I'm saying? Let him go earn that money. Put him on the field. You know what I'm saying? Like, let him get out there and make the money. You see him get a half a sack last week. Now, think about it. If he can get a half a sack playing a quarter of the game, put him in the whole game. Let's see him get some sacks, baby. With our middle of our defensive line giving so much pressure, man, it should be easy for these ends to eat, but you got guys like Barnett over there that's getting a penalty called on every third play. And then you got the old man Kerrigan over there.
I don't see him stopping.
I don't even think he's in football shape yet, for him being out so long, because that broken thumb. So let Sweat play today, the majority of the game. He's young still, and don't worry about his leg injury. You're not paying him, to worry about his injury. You're paying him to play, so let the boy play.
Man, if it's one breakout person that I would have to say on offense, I would have to go Quez Watkins. Quez Watkins is a guy, man. Right now, he better than Devontae Smith. He been catching everything that's been thrown his way. This guy is a deep threat. They talking about putting this guy on the outside and putting Devontae Smith in on the inside. This guy is a guy that's consistently every time he's on the field, he's just as much of a threat as Deshaun Jackson. Yes. Every time you give him at least 2 deep shots a game, he will come down with one of them. And unlike Jalen Reagor, if the ball do hang up in the air, he's going to knock it down. Because there's no way, as long as Jalen Hurts balls be hanging in the air, they should not be picked. They should be knocked down at least. You know what I mean? Because them balls be hanging in the air for a long time, and that's just the cornerback should not be getting his eyes on the ball before the wide receiver. That shouldn't be happening. And that's for offense, Quez Watkins, and for defense, I'm gonna have to go with Hargrave. He gonna be getting up in there. I don't see nobody. Nobody has yet been able to stop him, and I don't see nobody being able to stop him now. And we gonna need that pressure, and it's a home game. Hopefully, feeding off that energy, because if it's one thing that's been consistent about him, he always make an early impact on the game, creating a tackle for losses and setting us up for a good 3 and out. Every time, we get 3 and outs because of him. He always get a tackle for loss, and we in great position. So for offense, I'm gonna have to go with Quez Watkins being a breakout star, and for defense, I'm gonna have to go with Hargrave.
Hey, and before you go, JC, that's another thing, Deegifted, that you said. I want to feature Quez as the number 1 receiver. He's the only one out there. If you notice, like you said, he's the only one hungry for the ball. When the ball is in the area,
Man,
you know,
goes get it.
Everybody else is waiting for the ball to get to their hands. Quest is going to go get it. Last week he jumped over that guy and took the ball.
Man,
Quest wants the ball, and I know we put a first-round pick in Devontae Smith, and he will get there. You know, he is still a rookie, and he does got some things to learn still. But feature Quez Watkins as the number one receiver until Devontae is ready to take it over. You know what I'm saying? He's the only one showing that hunger and showing that he wants the ball every time it's thrown to him.
Quez got that natural hunger. Nothing was given to him. You know what I mean? Like when people had that character where nothing was given to them, bro. They hungry, bro. They hungry. He wasn't given that silver spoon. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't even guaranteed to even make the squad this year. Look, he ain't okay with nothing. He ain't made nothing yet to him. So every time he's out there, best believe he's balling out. He ain't got that contract Devontae Smith got. He's balling every time he gets on that field. And that's what we see. When you mention him jumping over dude, I forgot all about that. But that's that hunger. Jumping over a guy just to make the catch. Come on, man. That's the guy that wants the ball.
Look, all right. Hey, first of all, if you're watching, the links are in the chat. Shout out to Miss BIRDGANG31. Hey, she's putting the links in the chat. So if you're not subscribed to none of us, I don't know how because you are watching us. But if you're not, you tripped and fell into this live stream right now for the pregame every Sunday show. Hey, just go like, comment, subscribe. This is BIRDGANG Nation Sports, where all of us have different shows every week. There's other people on there, so there's different flavor for everybody. So make sure you subscribe to Deegifted, BIRDGANG31, then the network itself that you are watching right now. My channel. Hey, because look, just help this community grow. All right, let's make YouTube go green. You know, shout out to my guy, Eagle Uncensored. Yo, he been continue saying it. YouTube is turning green for the Philadelphia Eagle content creators. That's what we about. All right. So now my breakout player on the offense has to be Jalen Hurts. He's the brain, regardless. Devontae Smith can't go off if Jalen Hurts don't give him the ball. I'm tired of him underthrowing the damn ball. I need to see him overthrow somebody. I don't care. Just overthrow somebody. And let me see how strong your arm is. Overthrow somebody. We got some speed wide receivers. So I don't think he can outthrow anybody, but it's better than underthrown and getting picked off. Last week, that pick six was that what broke our back last week. If we didn't get that pick six, man, we went down there and scored. This game would have been a lot tighter, a lot closer, and who knows what might happen. But I need him to overthrow somebody, and I need him to be confident. Like, it seemed like that, hey, he lost his swag.
Yeah.
And his haircut is swagged. But I need him to be like his haircut. Yeah, I need him to look like his haircut. All right?
Yeah,
play like your hair.
Smooth.
I mean, on fire, smooth. I mean, hey, let me see that confidence. The Rentons do like, okay. You missed out last. Hey, you about to get
2 weeks.
You 2 weeks behind on the rent, goddammit. You 2 weeks behind. So I need you, pay triple this week. All right. I need you to make up.
You got some late fees, my guy.
I need him to. So Jalen Hurts, it starts and stops with him on offense. And then on defense, I need to see Barnett. Yes, I know he's starting. So
if he's starting, we need to see him.
Yeah,
but for good reason.
Yo, I trust Sweat. I mean, I seen him last week. I saw Barnett last week too. Jumped off sides. But I ain't see him make no play, but jumping off sides. So I need to see Barnett. He's starting. He's eating up a lot of the play time. So I need to see him step up. I need to see that big strip sack. Yo, last week, he was like this close from knocking that ball out of Dak hands. So with all this offsides penalty, with all this criticism that he getting, I believe that today might be a quiet Derek Barnett, make loud noise with the sack, fumble, and stuff like that. So I need to see him. So those are my two guys I need to see. Whew, man, if not, It's gonna be a long day. Like halftime.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Shady is gonna have an empty stadium at halftime when he's getting celebrated. Because a lot of people is gonna walk out. A lot of people is gonna leave at halftime. Yo, I've seen it done on the Monday Night Football in Philly before, and people like it was like, oh my God, I don't want to sit here and watch us go down 1-3 this bad. If we are going to go down, at least go down fighting. Don't get
right.
That's all I'm saying. Just and just give them a fight. Just
make it hard.
Just give
like,
me.
Man, we were in that game the whole time till Patty pulled it out at the end.
Yeah. You know
That's what I'm saying.
I'll be happy with that.
I'll be happy with a moral victory at this point because the last week against losing against Dallas, I couldn't take anything away from that game. Nothing. So.
I couldn't. There's nothing that I would have taken out of that week, that game, and bring into this week. Nothing.
No, nothing.
Throw it away.
Everybody held that week.
Forfeit.
So, yeah.
Don't.
We can forfeit the game and blame it on
ball
COVID.
it up.
Like
shoot that in the trash.
Yo, if we would have forfeit that game and say, hey, we got too many people on COVID, okay, I'd be okay with it. We went out there and got our head busted into the white meat on Monday Night Football. The whole nation was freaking watching. Every country was watching.
Yes.
Because I know, because I got friends all over. And all these stupid Cowboy fans.
All over the place.
We cannot make that happen again this week. We had to bounce back in a big way. I mean, look, it is what it is. All right, so let's get into our game prediction and stats. All right, I love doing the stats because sooner or later, all right, as we start growing, I'm going to do whoever get the closest stats, whoever get the closest game prediction will get something. All right, so that's going to be further down the line, but I like to do the game prediction and stats. Hey, stats on offense and stats on defense and game prediction. Who's winning this game?
Are you talking about just players or just overall stats?
Well, I'm just talking about players. Like, okay. So let's go with Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
What his stats would look like. All right, and let's go with Barnett. What his stats gonna look like on defense, and give me a game prediction, the score.
All right, go ahead, Deegifted. Let's start us off, buddy.
Or do you want me to start?
Is he froze?
Yeah, he froze. D, you good?
Man. Okay. Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah. You froze moving. Though. Hey, I go real quick.
Go ahead, Casey.
Look, let me go. Hey, look. I feel like that Jalen Hurts is going to go for slightly over 200 yards, but not much. I think he's going to throw for like 200. That's it. Because I feel like that the whole game plan is to come into this game to run the ball. So, I mean, I'm not expecting 300-400 yard passing. I'm expecting 200 yards through the air, and the team runs about 150-160 on the ground. So a total about probably 450 yard on offense. You know what I mean? So I'm okay with that. And then on defense, I feel like that Derek Barnett will have at least 2 sacks today. He will have 2 sacks today coming to this game. And overall, our defense will have 5 sacks in the game because Patrick Mahomes, he's going to be trying to go because Patrick Mahomes don't get the easy plays. Because he keeps trying to extend the game, the play. And I feel like that Andy Reid is going to say, look, come here. Stop trying to do too much. Just keep it simple, stupid. You know what I mean? Use the KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. But I feel like the Philadelphia Eagles will get at least 5 sacks on defense. And the prediction is 28-21.
Can y'all hear me?
What was that?
28-21 Eagles.
Yeah. I know you kept it a secret all week.
Yep. 28-21 Eagles. I feel like, hey, look, this is a trap game for Kansas City. Because, hey, this team, the Eagles are no good, according to everybody. Eagles are the worst team in the league, according to a lot of people. So they might be overlooking the Philadelphia Eagles. Who knows? Even though we're putting a lot about, hey, this is Andy Reid, 100 win. Guess what? The Philadelphia Eagles are coming off of back-to-back bad losses. LaShawn McCoy, he's getting honored at halftime. So we got something to play for too. Nick Sirianni, he's playing for pride and not to get fired. Jalen Hurts, the rent is due. All that stuff, I feel like that we got as much to prove as the Chiefs. And we at home. We at home.
I love it. I love it.
And we got that going for us. Hopefully, it's better than the home opener for sure. Hopefully, Nick Sirianni don't be trying to pander to the fans again with crazy calls, because we all know that was him just pandering to the fans, because that was a terrible call.
All right. So, what's your prediction? Hey, what's your stat prediction, D? Your stat prediction and your game prediction. We got about 20 minutes before kickoff.
Sure. I'm gonna have to go with I'm gonna say Quez Watkins. You know, that's my breakout player for the game. I'm gonna have to go Quez Watkins with over 100 yards this game. I'm gonna say he gonna have about 5 receptions, over 100. I'm gonna say 120 yards with 2 touchdowns, and I'm gonna have to say I'm gonna have to say us winning 32-21.
32, okay.
That is me putting that positivity in.
Dang, disrespectful.
56-3 Chiefs.
Disrespectful.
It's all right. It's all right. BIRDGANG, go ahead, man.
Miles Sanders is running the rock. Booby will spin for over 200 yards today. Booby's going off. He's going to have an 80-yard run plus the rest of the run. I'm looking at 210 yards, 3 touchdowns for that run game today. And also, on defense, I got Sweat coming in and not just getting no half a sack. Sweat's coming in and getting 2.5 sacks this game. He's sharing one with Kerrigan, old self. And that's how we're going to do it, with the score being 17-10 Birds.
Oh, 17-10 Birds. Okay. Oh, 17. Oh, okay. Look, our defense has to step up, man. Like, we're going to win.
We must be running the ball and not giving them the ball at all.
I said 200 yards rush, my guy. I mean, they're going to be running that route. The time is going to get melted away. You know, Casey's definitely going to get a touchdown. So you got to give him that. And then we're going to bend but don't break on a field goal. And then the Birds going to, pull out at the end with a TD.
Hey, shout out for Boys for Life. He's a Cowboys fan. But hey, man, look, you can insult me all you want, whatever. But thank you for tuning in and watching me right now and helping my watch hours, my brother. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. You know, that's what I'm talking about. Thank you for coming in for the community. But no, look, it is what it is. I don't care who beat who or who didn't beat who. I feel like that every game, every Sunday is a brand new game, period.
Yeah.
And we can't look at the Chargers, beat the or lost the Cowboys beat the Eagles. None of that. Every Sunday is a brand new game. And hey, we'll see what happens any given Sunday. And today is any given Sunday. Once again, it's any given Sunday, and it's at the link. So hey, shout out real quick. Hey, we about to wrap it up. Hey, Deegifted, hey, let us know anything that you want everybody to know about you. Let us know your overall, hey, how you feeling about this game today. And then, hey, we'll wrap it up.
Man, I'm your boy, of course, Deegifted. Anybody that come onto my channel, they gonna be getting somebody that's real, 100% with my feelings on my sleeve, as I always say, pushing out Eagles content. And I'm on my mission to 100 subscribers. So the first 100 subscribers that subscribe is automatically entered in the raffle for none other Brian Dawkins jersey. So, just show your love, show your support.
I want to win that.
Yeah. Yo, hey, I want that jersey, man. I ain't want nothing. None of these content creators ever pick my name. All talk giving stuff away. I never get picked. So I'm going to put my name in the hat. Matter of fact, I'm about to subscribe to my other YouTube channel because I want my Brian Dawkins jersey, man.
Right?
Hey, look.
All the kids, go subscribe to Deegifted right now.
I'm going to do the raffle live, too. I'm going to end up recording it, and then, of course, just put it on YouTube, announce it on YouTube. So it will be a nice.
Come on, Bobby. I ain't getting in with us.
All right, BIRDGANG, you up.
Hey, man, BIRDGANG31, man. You know what I'm saying? subscribe to the network, subscribe to my channel, subscribe to all these guys, man. They're great content creators. You know what I'm saying? We got some new people joining the network this week. So be able to look out for that. We got some awesome content creators coming aboard. So, much love to the network and all you fans for following us and, growing our nation up and each individual channel up. You know what I'm saying? We're all rising, getting to where we want to go to, but, it just started. So let's keep it going. And much love to you guys. And let's see them birds win today. That's what I'm talking about.
Hey, man, look. Hey, you already know, man. Hey, this is your boy JC from JC Eagles Talk on all platforms, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. And look, this is the first week that I'm going to sit back and just evaluate everybody. Like, evaluate. I mean, that's all I can do right now. I mean, I'm not even nervous. I'm not nervous at all. I'm just going to sit back and just call the game as I see it. Wow, okay, this and that. I'm not going into this game saying, hey, if we lose, it burned the whole house down. If we win, we about to go Super Bowl. Look, I'm just going to sit back, watch the game, just do my play-by-play at 1 o'clock, and just hope for a good game.
If we win, I'm gonna be lit. I'm gonna be turned up. I might be saying we going to the playoffs.
Super Bowl bound, huh? Super Bowl bound.
14-0 to prove it otherwise.
And right now, look, I might give y'all a little bit of hope. Right now, we are 1-2. We're tied for second in the division. We got it. But next week, we get the Carolina Panthers. Yes, they are an undefeated team, but that's a shaky undefeated. They played the Jets, and I think they played the Giants in there, somewhere in there, and they beat the Saints, which is, man, I don't know, any given Sunday, right? Any given Sunday. We saw that because the following week, the Saints got blown out. So it's any given Sunday. But then we play the Panthers. So let's just say we lose today, we win next week. We're 2-3. We still right there. I said if we could go 3-3 the first 6 games, we are in great shape. All right, 3-3. That's all I'm asking for. It's to be at 500. We'll be in great shape because our schedule. Yes, these teams are doing a lot better than predicted. Based off the offseason or last year's record. But that's okay. But I think that we are a lot better than all these teams after the first 6 games that we were going to face down the line. The Giants, the Washington football team, the Jets, the Raiders. I mean, we have some winnable games coming up. So that's all I'm asking for is show me today if this team is going to be competitive or is it going to be a dumpster juice for the rest of the year. Man, that's all I want to see. That's all I want to see. Hey, what is it going to be, Philly? What is it going to be? But, hey, it is what it is. But, hey, as always, hey, we already know we're about to wrap it up, get out of here. And, hey, Bird Gang.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
Hey, go Birds. Hey, you're
Welcome to the Bird Gang Nation Sports Media Show, repping the greatest team of all time. Let's go! BIRDGANG31, he be the host with the most. We going deep, burning teams. They ain't nothing but toast. It's Senior Rested. Sirianni put me in coach, running like Miles Sanders till I bumped my head on the post. Touchdown! Yeah, that's coming. Devontae's crazy route running. Jalen hurting them, throwing lasers to Rager, young gunning. Come on! On the D side, we ride, sack him with Fletcher, lay him out on the stretcher. No one can protect you. Watch Darius lay him, shutting down your routes. Come on. In my green John, eating Philly cheesesteaks. Put up your cups, wings up, if you can relate. Tailgating at the link like Gangsta Stride. To the Bird Gang Nation, that's worldwide. On Sundays, catch the pre and post game. Mondays is Birds on Broad Street with Philly Notion and Cool Cat the Man in Motion. And Wednesdays, the midweek special got you open with JC from Eagles Talk. Hitting like B-Dog, baby.